What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Jets the AFC podcast. On today's episode, we're going to be breaking down the second wave of free agency, the retirement of Aaron Donald, and some big-time trades that happened across the league this past week, including a draft trade that is going to shake up the entire draft. Let's get right into it.
Welcome to the Jenks and the Hammer podcast, bringing you the latest NFL news and insights from the perspectives of two die-hard fans. So sit back, relax, and get ready for some football talk with Jenks and the Hammer.
Here we go.
We're getting right into today's recap of basically last week. The big news that basically struck. I was in the gym, hitting a normal, good old upper body day, and then all of a sudden I see Aaron Donald has retired. What was it saying? Like, quarterbacks rejoice, something like that. I was like, holy crap, what the hell just happened? Like, huge news bomb, just middle of my lift. I look up at the TV, that Aaron Donald's looking over me on the TV on ESPN. I'm like, holy crap. So Aaron Donald's retired. He's done in the NFL, which is a shocking news twist to a lot of people this offseason. It was a possibility last season, obviously, but it finally came true this year. He had a great run. I mean, he's a Hall of Famer, no doubt. And I think everyone knows it. I think it was Ari Mirov who tweeted instantly, like, put him into the Hall of Fame now. It was either that or Field Yates, one of the two guys. So congrats to Aaron Donald on a huge year. I think Hammer has some of his accolades up.
Yeah, Aaron Donald's, probably best nose tackle of all time.
Yeah.
But yeah, all-time great player, Super Bowl champion, 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. Two of them were back-to-back in 17 and 18. Defensive Rookie of the Year in 2014 when he came in the league. 8-time first-team All-Pro. He's a 10-time Pro Bowler. He's one of, I think, of only 3 players all-time to make a Pro Bowl every year of their career. So that just speaks volumes. But, total sacks, 111, 24 forced fumbles.
As a nose tackle.
Yeah, he's a freak. He's a freak coming from Pittsburgh. So hell of a career, 10 years, really impressive stuff.
Hammer, have you ever seen the play in Georgia Tech where he tackles both the players in the read option?
Yeah.
That play is just as nuts. And no other guy's done
Crazy.
that. Like we did our interior D lineman thing. No one compares to that in college.
Well,
so.
no,
He's
Aaron Donald, generational talent. But yeah. Good thing. Not good thing he retired. You want to see the good players stay in the league and this and that. But the Packers play the Rams this year, so it's gonna be nice knowing that
Weight off your shoulders,
99's not on the other side. But let's get into some of these trades that took place this past week. Justin Fields was traded to
the Steelers in a move that shocked a lot of people because
I think a lot of people knew. I think Steelers were it was the landing spot. It was Atlanta for a long time. But
I'm surprised for how little like the Bears were actually able to end up getting out of it. I think it was what.
So they got a 6th-round pick. But if Fields gets some good playing time, it goes to a 4th-round pick. So it kind of depends on the playing time. But Steelers always seem like that option that remained kind of open. We got a new Cousins who's going to Atlanta. Steelers were just a question mark for Russell Wilson and Fields, and they end up landing both of them, which is pretty interesting. I think
they did.
Go for it.
Sorry, they did say today that basically the Steelers will cut Russell Wilson. They will bench him if he doesn't play well. Like, they have Justin Fields there as an option, but I think Russell Wilson will be the starter, and he's going to do pretty well in that Steelers offense. I think it caters to him pretty well.
Yeah, I think it's the smart move to sit Fields for a year and then make a decision. Let him learn from Russ and stuff like that. I think it's smart to go with Russ. And I think Tomlin had to talk with Russell Wilson that he would be the starter coming in, joining the Steelers. So that's the expectation. And then talking about the Steelers, this was kind of a surprise move. They trade Kenny Pickett, which a couple weeks ago it sounded like Pickett's our guy. That's who was rolling with. We don't care about Fields or Russell. And they say, if we get Pickett, Fields and Russell, like new quarterbacks, crazy. But Kenny Pickett traded. He stays in PA. He goes to Philly. Goes to the Eagles. He gets him and a 4th-round pick. Go to the Eagles for a 3rd-round pick and a pair of 7th-round picks.
He's such a wuss, dude. It pisses me off. That's
Why?
such a because he wanted out. Like, why would you? He was like, "Oh, I want to leave now that Russ is here." That's literally what happened. He just was like, "Russ is here. I'm not going to play. I want out." So look what he does. He asked for a trade, everything like that. He goes to the Eagles. He's not playing there. I mean,
No.
Jalen Hurts is solidified as a starter there, unless Jalen Hurts gets hurt, which he gets hurt. He's a pretty tough guy. He usually stays in. I don't see him getting playing time there, and I just don't think it makes sense. I guess he was an Eagles fan his whole life, so that's where he wanted to go. But I mean, come on, it's just no competitive nature in him at all. Like it's just lame.
Yeah, I don't know how you viewed Kenny Pickett coming out for the draft, but I didn't think he was going to pan out. I
No.
didn't think he was going to be good. I think at best he's a backup, and that's what he's going to be in this league for a while. I also saw a report. I don't know if you saw it, but the other team that were in the Pickett conversations
I saw
was the Saints.
saw it.
So thoughts on
I
that?
saw it. I'm hoping that they were also in the Fields conversation, but I think they were in the Pickett conversation mainly because of compensation. Like he's still on his rookie deal, I think for 1 or 2 more years, whereas Fields is on his last one. So after this year, they kind of had to pay him for the Steelers. So Pickett, you can get him, coach him up, but I just don't think. I don't really see it. I would have been upset necessarily if that happened because obviously you lost Jameis Winston, so he's a backup, but I wouldn't have loved it either because they were trying to give up a 5th. I think we usually have decent 5th round picks. So here it would have been a meh trade, in my opinion.
Yeah. So those are the quarterbacks. Let's get on to this trade that really, I mean, we know Fields trade was coming. Pickett was a little bit of a surprise, but it's Kenny Pickett. Who really cares? This trade kind of broke the internet the night it got released.
It was right after we recorded.
Yeah, right after we recorded the linebacker. No, whatever episode that was. Whatever.
It was
last
week's free
Thursday's
agency, I
episode.
think.
Yeah.
Oh,
Keenan Allen gets traded to the Chicago Bears for a 4th round pick. He will be turning 32
so old.
in April or August. I forget, but
like
he's
100
turning
in 12
32. He gets traded for a 4th round pick. Chargers had to make some moves. They were in cap hell. They decided, out of the 4 players, it was Bosa, Khalil Mack, Mike Williams, and Keenan Allen. Hey, keep 2, get rid of 2. They keep
Both
the pass
receivers.
rushers. They keep the pass rushers. That's a smart move. More valuable. Both of them take pay cuts to stay. They cut Mike Williams and they trade Keenan Allen to the Bears. I mean, when I first saw this trade, it's Keenan Allen. That's awesome. He's a really good player. But at the same time, I just didn't really make any sense to me just because I don't, if you're the Bears, you're getting a quarterback, Caleb Williams, with the 1st overall pick. Why are you not getting receivers that are young that are going to grow with him? Like, why are you getting a vet? And I get you're getting a vet because you're going to make it easier for him. But at the same time, I'm like, well, he's going to get DJ Moore. I mean, and you're going to get another receiver at 9. So I'm just like, what?
Yeah, but that's why it makes sense a little bit. Like they have that mid-career DJ Moore, end of career Keenan Allen, and then beginning of career rookie, and they can kind of mesh all together. All 3 will have probably a little bit of different skills, and they'll be able to mesh that kind of receiver room. And
I don't think so. I think you're just taking balls away from the number 9 overall pick. And you want to say mentor, but DJ Moore's already there, so I don't really.
Yeah, but I think Keenan Allen has had more experience in the NFL than both of them, and has had more success than both of them, or obviously the rookie, but more success than DJ Moore as well. And I think he's going to be that good possession kind of guy that they need. DJ Moore's a little bit more of a deep threat, yards after catch kind of guy. Keenan Allen's is going to be more of a possession kind of guy, I think, this year for sure.
Yeah, whatever. I don't understand it. Maybe that's just the Packer fan
fan coming out. Yeah.
But whatever. We all know what happened last time. Keenan Allen came to Lambeau for those Packer fans watching. So we're looking forward to that. Didn't he have a
good game, but he just dropped the passes at the end?
He dropped 3 passes. 2 of them are in the end zone.
Yeah, but did he have a good game? The rest of the game, I didn't watch. I saw the ending because of red zone.
I know he lost. I don't know about the good game. I know he lost. Yeah, let's talk about one last draft trade that went down. I believe, when did it go down? It went down Friday morning. The Minnesota Vikings traded with the Texans. The Vikings got the Texans' 23rd overall pick in the 1st round and a 7th round pick in exchange for a 2nd round pick, a 6th round pick, and a 2nd round pick next year. So Minnesota now has 2 picks in the 1st round, 11 and 23. Now this, to me, they did this for a reason. It shakes up the entire draft. They did it to load up on capital, and they're going to make a move into the top 5 for a quarterback. They're going to pair up 11, and
I think they go top 10. No, I feel like top 5 is too
they're
much.
at 11. How much? What are you
I think they go
talking
like 6 or 7. I don't think they can move into the top 5.
about? Yeah, you can.
Who do you think they try to trade with, like the Chargers?
But why
Char-
not?
But I'm saying like the teams that are there, right? They're
Yeah,
drafting.
Patriots, Arizona,
Go
and
quarterback.
Chargers. You can all trade with. Patriots
Patriots
are
going quarterback.
Grayson. Yes, they could, but the Patriots are a dumpster fire. They need picks. They
Yeah,
need picks
they
to
go-
make a roster.
But what do you think they're giving up? You think that so it's the 2 first, and then what else? What else do you think they need to give up? Like
A couple late
first
round
next year?
and a third round, something like that. No, I don't.
I
Grayson,
think they give up the first next year.
teams move up. Teams can move up 4 or 5 spots just by adding a 4th round.
I understand, but the top 5, dude, like the top 5
They
is a
have-
different level.
you're
Dude, you saw
getting
it last week with
11.
the Bears. The Bears got a haul from the Panthers for the number
Well,
1.
that's the Panthers. They're dumb. But I mean, that you're still getting
Okay, that's
11.
true,
You're
but-
getting 11 and 23. But I'm just
Yeah.
saying they could definitely move them to the top 5.
I think it would be like 6 or 7. But yeah, I understand what you're saying.
I mean, you're fighting
Sure.
over 2 spots. Can you just give me a break? Jesus. You see what I have to deal with? I think they're going to get 6 or 7. 6 or 7.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think they could get 5. Like, just Jesus. All right. We're going to get into the Saints later, talk about this terrible deal they made. But
Made
interesting
sense in
move for
the
the Vikings, quarterback. Definitely making a move for a quarterback to try to trade up in the draft. I think top 5, but God forbid it's 6 or 7. All right, let's get into another quarterback that signed this past week. Jimmy G signs a 1-year deal, $4.5 million with the Rams. Good backup. Good looking backup, and just a good backup.
No,
He's a good backup.
Calm down.
What?
Then why you gotta throw in the good looking in there?
Because he's a good looking man. We all know that. It's Jimmy G. Let's talk about Marquise Brown. This is one that I called.
I think
The
it happened right
Kansas
after we were.
City. Yeah,
Sorry,
we
right
know,
after we
Jenks.
scored again. So unfortunate.
Marquise Brown to the Chiefs. I called this 1 year, $7 million. I think it makes a lot of sense. Chiefs, they got rid of MVS, need a receiver. And this is just the type of receiver, they don't really go after the bigger bodies. They go after speed guys, So I think a guy like Marquise Brown made a lot more sense to them than like Mike Williams did. So
Yeah.
I called it. Jenks, what are your thoughts?
I think it's a great deal. I mean, 1 year, $7 million, like that. It's perfect for both sides because the Chiefs didn't have a lot of cap, but they needed receivers. And Marquise Brown was like, "Hey, I just want a ring. Give me a ring, and I don't care about the salary." He's going to be a good player for them. He's not necessarily the guy that's going to go up and get contested catches, but he's the type of guy that they wanted Kadarius Toney to be when they brought him in. I think Kadarius Toney was kind of like, they're like, we're going to plug him in. He's going to be able to do whatever, cross the field, crossers, act or motion across the formation. That's what Marquise Brown's going to come in here, and I think he's going to be able to do for the Chiefs.
Yeah. Next one. This was a big one. They get Rodgers another weapon. Mike Williams, who was cut by the Chargers, gets a deal for the Jets 1 year, $15 million, up to $15 million. But really good move by the Jets. They had to go, help. They've been helping Rodgers. We're going to get into another guy they signed right after this. Improving the offensive line, getting another weapon, and then they still have that 10th overall pick. It's going to be really interesting. See what they do in the draft. And I'm really excited to watch the Jets this year. Rodgers coming back, giving him the help he needs. They're going to be a dangerous team in the AFC. And I think they could win the division. I think with Buffalo, trending down, losing a lot of players. I don't know. Miami, a little shaky, can't play in the cold. I like the Jets. I like the Jets right now.
I think it's Jets Bills coin flip. I think it's gonna be a great season though for both teams as long as everyone stays healthy. Obviously, what happened last year was just like that's the most unfortunate thing we've seen in the league in a long time. Like that was awful. But yeah. I think that it will be the Jets and the Bills competing, and I think we'll go all the way to that last week of the season. I think they'll probably put Jets Bills week 18. It makes too much sense. There's no reason for them not to because I think that will be likely for the division, if not a 1 seed or something like that.
A left tackle to the New York Jets, and it's not David Bakhtiari. The Jets sign Tyron Smith, 1 year, $6.5 million. I mean, best tackle on the market, just all pro, stud, run block, pass block, does it all. $6.5 million. Rodgers got to love that move. Better than the Mike Williams move. That was big time. That's just they really did revamp this offensive line. And I don't know the names, but I know they got I think 2 guys from Baltimore. You had Tyron Smith there as left tackle. They're building something there. Another one. Go for it.
Sorry, like we were saying that all of last year, like even before the season started, like they needed an O-line, they didn't get it for him, so
they
finally got it. Yeah.
Next one, left tackle Trent Brown signs a 1-year deal. Contract details did not come out yet. Goes to Cincinnati.
Good move.
Joe Burrow,
He's huge. I think he's like 6'8", 6'7", something ridiculous. Huge.
Yeah, but another top tackle off the market.
Because now they got
Joe
2.
Burrow.
They got 2 in free agency, I think. Yeah. So 2 big guys, and I will say that was the guy I predicted for the Saints. Kind of upset we didn't get him, but it's whatever.
Yeah, which is a good move because Joe Burrow, he needs an offense line. That's something he has not had since he came into the league. So build that up and let him sling the rock. All right, Jenks, you can take this one away.
Roller coaster of emotions this week. Let me tell you. So Monday, I'm at work. I get a notification, my Apple Watch, Chase Young visiting with the Saints, Nick Underhill. Shout out, Nick. I see that. I'm like, okay. He postponed it. We get him into the building on Monday. Show him what's up, Mickey. Show him what's up, DA. DA's been a good recruiter the last few years. He's been getting high name free agents, which has been surprising to me because he sucks as a head coach, but he's recruiting well. He gets this guy in there at around 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock Eastern. I'm just getting out of work now. Chase Young is expected to sign with the Saints. I text Hammer. I'm freaking out. Holy crap. But what are the contract details? 1 year, up to $13 million at the time. That's what comes out. Then 30 minutes later, $13 million fully guaranteed. And I go, oh, we overpaid. The Saints overpaid, and it's for a player that we have no clue what the hell is going to go on. Then the very next day, you get a notification. Chase Young is getting neck surgery, expected to be available right before the season. I'm like, what the hell are we doing? We gave this guy $13 million, guaranteed nonetheless, and the guy is having neck surgery. Like that's a major thing, and you can't just recover instantly from that. So it was very surprising. But then the roller coaster finally came to a nice, slow, subtle, soft ending. When it comes out today, that was $5 million guaranteed in normal playing time, everything or normal bonus, salary, everything. $8 million comes out to health, and if he's able to stay active the whole season. So if he's active, that's when he's getting all those game salaries, and that's how he's getting that last $8 million. So if he's not healthy, then Saints just lose $5 million. It's a good risk on a guy that has the potential to be a good defensive end for them.
Graded.
I give it a B+, because it's what we needed, and I think it's for cheaper than what he could have gotten from somewhere else.
Jerome Baker, a linebacker that I want the Packers to scoop up, signs with the Seattle Seahawks, 1 year, $7 million. Of course, Seattle's middle linebacker Jordyn Brooks goes to Miami, so Miami and Seattle kind of swap middle linebackers, and then of course Bobby Wagner goes to the Commanders, one that we all predicted on the show, of course. Let's talk about a steal. I thought this was a steal. Kamren Curl signs a 2-year deal, $12 million with the Rams, $6 million a year.
Cheap. That's cheap.
He's 24 years old, good player, good box safety. I mean, Rams got to steal.
Yeah,
it was kind of like a gift. It was kind of Ned knows, and it was kind of like a gift. Hey, Aaron Donald retires, and not that this guy's gonna come and whatever, but he was a little gift. It's not bad. Just $6 million for a 24-year-old's really good safety.
Nice little bow on top.
Yeah, just a thank you card. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and then the last move of the week that we came to kind of recap was Jordan Fuller to the Panthers, which kind of sucks for the Saints. Jordan Fuller's good. I like Jordan Fuller. And obviously the Panthers are trying to do something. I don't think they will, but they're trying. Signed for a 1-year deal, $5 million with the Panthers. So good safety, good move. And I think he can do a little bit of everything. Honestly, I think he can. Like that's kind of what Fuller's forte is. He can do a little bit of it all. But for $5 million, it's cheap. So
yeah, young guy from Jersey. I want him to go to the Packers. Sucks. Panthers made some moves, and this just adds to it. They made a lot of moves. I'm not going to say they were good moves. I think they overpaid for some linemen maybe. But hey, you got to do what you got to do to help out, Bryce Young. And they got Deontay Johnson. They got a good safety here. Of course, they lost players like Burns and Frankie Louver, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with the Panthers. That's definitely an interesting division, NFC South, that we're going to break down throughout the offseason. A lot of moves were made in that division. And a year ago, we're talking about that's the worst division of football, and now it got interesting.
It's a little competitive.
Got interesting. All right, but that's going to do it for this episode. That's all we got. Jenks, closing thoughts.
Want to shout out real quick. We're doing a Madden League with our subscribers. So everyone that's in that league, thank you for joining. And we're giving out a jersey to everyone that's in there. So good luck. We'll be recapping.
Whoa. Not everyone who's in there. The winner gets a jersey.
No, I'm saying good luck to everyone. God.
No, you said everyone. You did.
Oh, my bad. I meant good luck to everyone. Obviously, we're not giving you all jerseys. You gotta earn it. You gotta go through us first. Anyways, I'll say that. And then a quick shout out. Let me pull up my bracket real quick, because tonight when we release this, it'll be March Madness, and there's a few. Just one sec. My upsets. I got 3 in a row in the West. I got Grand Canyon in the 12 seed, Charleston at the 13, and New Mexico at 11. I put $5. I think it was like a $5, $10 bet, and if they wins, if all 3 win, I get like $500. So I believe in them. Do it for me, all right? Do it for Jenks. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, I didn't make my bracket yet. Get on it, Hammer.
That's all I gotta say. All right, well, let's get through it for this episode. Next episode on Tuesday, we're gonna be breaking down, running backs. Breaking down the running backs, top running backs of this year's draft. Excited to get into that. Packers definitely need an RB2 behind the monster Josh Jacobs, so I'm excited to get into that scouting. So with that being said,
wait, Hammer, what's wrong with AJ Dillon? He's not your RB2 anymore?
I think we can upgrade.
Ooh. Keep in mind, guys, Hammer's a big AJ Dillon supporter.
I am.
For this to come out.
But I think we can upgrade. And if not, he's fine at RB2. But I think we can upgrade.
Okay, I support it. Anyways,
and I want to see him compete because he had a down year. I got to see him compete and fight for his job. That brings out the best in people. All right, so make sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at JanksOnPod. You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube at JanksOnPodcast. If you watch on YouTube, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment your favorite move for free agency, what you thought, what teams made the best moves, bad signings like the Saints and Chase Young. We want to hear it. We want to hear it. But have a good week, and we'll see you guys on Tuesday.
Thank you for tuning in to the Jenks and the Hammer podcast. Remember to leave a review and follow all of our social media pages at Jenks Hammer Pod for more content. Until next time, who dat and go Pack Go!